In the past, I've spoken to you about always trying to be conscious or aware of your mental state, your emotional state. Sometimes you slip into sort of automatic pilot and you don't think about it, but it's important to come back every now and then and just get a reading on your emotional state and your mental state. You want it to be very calm, you want it to be emotionless. Okay, and I've also explained to you how language is not just important, but it can be an indicator, sort of a barometer of your emotional state. If you find yourself using language that is very dramatic or emotional or um, hyperbolic sometimes, or if you find yourself through the use of language expressing things like a certain fatalism or resignation. Like if you're looking at the market and let's say the British pound is down today, it's at a new 31-year low, and you're like, oh God, I knew this was going to happen. Oh boy, sort of very fatalistic about it. That's bad. That's a bad sign. For you, I mean, not so much for the market. Look, markets fluctuate, exchange rates fluctuate. They go up, they go down. That's what floating exchange rates are all about. We try to make money on it as speculators, and we use MMT and our understanding of policy and its effect on exchange rates. And so you shouldn't get all wacky or bent out of shape because it's going down. Now, there's going to be media and people saying 31-year low, oh my God. But you got to ignore that. And if you find yourself speaking almost in a fatalistic way, as if I knew this was coming, I knew it was happening, oh gosh, that's bad. That's a sign. That's the barometer. That's, low pressure. A storm is happening. You got to stay high pressure. Sunny skies all the time. Sunny skies. So you need to be conscious and aware of your language. You need to be conscious and aware of your emotional state and your mental state. And you need to be conscious and aware of the fact that floating exchange rates float. And that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, and that's how you have to look at it. And guys like, what's his name, Mark Carney over there at the Bank of England, he has the power to jiggle rates around by virtue of just his comments because people out there don't understand. They don't understand monetary policy. They don't understand central banking. They don't understand fiscal policy. They don't understand exchange rates. So they hear something like, I'm going to reduce capital requirements for banks, and they sell the pound. Why? Why do you sell it? It should have zero impact on the pound. Zero. Maybe even a positive impact. But definitely it should have zero impact. So people are selling, it's another one of these things. Now, somebody might say to me, oh, look, you said that last week, and look at the pound now, it's even low. Okay, look, I don't judge it week to week. If I have a big profit in a week, and some of you did following my advice to buy, and you took it, I remained in. Do I look worried? I don't. So remember, exchange rates fluctuate. That's what they're supposed to do. We try to understand how they behave through information, through understanding, etc. And you need to be aware at all times if it's possible, but it's not possible, and I'll give you a pass on that because it happens to me. Sometimes you just get into automatic pilot and you forget about your mental state, but you got to come back to it every now and then. And the way you get a reading on it is when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling stressed out, when you're feeling like euphoric, anytime your emotions are running at an extreme, whether it's a good extreme or a bad extreme, you got to sit yourself down and say, why am I feeling this way? Is it rational? And it's not rational to be like that if you're a trader. Maybe other times it is. I don't know. So Get a handle on it, and don't talk fatalistically, and don't talk with, oh my God, I knew this was going to happen. Oh. That's no good. No good.